Hello everybody, this is Tdot and this is going to be my first episode of the ultra hardcore survival world which I have created. And what I mean by ultra hardcore is hardcore but with zero health regeneration. And there's a way you can do this, and I'm going to be showing this in the video whilst I'm speaking now for the introduction. And you use the game rules and you disable it. Before 1.16 this wasn't possible. The way you had to do this before wasn't legitimate, and you actually had to go into a survival world and then have it hardcore, open it up to a LAN, change your game mode, and then disable the regeneration, and then have to switch back to survival from creative. So it was a bit of a tricky thing. It wasn't really that legitimate, but thankfully Mojang have now added a feature that you can actually just remove health regeneration before creating the world, which has opened up possibilities for survival series such as this. And you may be wondering, why would you want to remove health regeneration and what does it exactly do? So your health naturally regenerates when your hunger bar is full, and if your hunger bar is full, your health will go up if you lose some. Whereas now, even with a full hunger bar, I won't be gaining any health at all. So this makes it extremely difficult for early game, because the only way you can regenerate your own health is through golden apples or through potions. And then the third and final method is through a beacon. So obviously there's three different things what you have to consider here. Either you mine a lot of gold and you only get 2 hearts of regeneration per golden apple, so that's 9 gold ingots per apple, or you go to the Nether, you kill a blaze to get the blaze rod to create a brewing station, and then you need to kill another blaze to get some blaze powder, and you also need netherwort. Netherwort is also found within the Nether fortresses, and obviously with the new update, the Nether is a lot more deadly than it used to be. So these Nether fortresses aren't as common as they used to be, or they don't feel like they are, because there's so much else going on, there's so many different biomes, and there's so many different mobs, so this is really a bit more of a challenge than it used to be, which is so good for the series. So once we end up getting some form of health regeneration, there's also 2 other things we have to consider once we've got the brewing station. We have to get gas tiers, and that is for actual health regeneration. And then there's also melons. So melons are to create instant health, and instant health, as you would guess, as soon as you consume it, it gives you an instant health increase. So they're the 2 things what you want from the brewing station. We need melons with gold to make glycerin melons. We need gas tiers. Once we've done that, we pretty much just need very good armour just to help us survive from any explosions from creepers, any mobs, and to negate any damage. Once we've gained some potions and we can say we're pretty comfortable with how we are, we want to then tackle the Ender Dragon. And the reason why I want to jump into End is pretty simple. We just want to get an elytra. The elytra will help us travel, especially within the Nether, and we can explore it. We can actually enjoy the update, and we can search some bastions and get some good loot. Also, the main goal after we've collected the elytra from the End City is to collect wither skulls, and that is obviously to fight the wither. So once we kill the wither, we need to make a beacon using the Nether Star. So for the beacon alone, it's not going to give us enough to give us actual regeneration. It's only going to give us speed, resistance, and mining. Whereas for the regeneration, you need the max tier of blocks. So the best way for us to get blocks is potentially either a gold farm or an iron farm. So I'm going to opt for trying to make an iron farm. A gold farm is potentially something that we could use, especially with the Nether update. Might be more risky to make, but we shall see how the series goes. So essentially what we want to do is from the start, go to the Nether, get ourselves a brewing station, get ourselves potions, get good armour, kill the Ender Dragon, get the elytra, kill the wither, get the beacon, and then get the blocks for the beacon. It's pretty simple how we wanted to do that. But along the way, I do want to be building within the world. I really do enjoy Minecraft, and I really do enjoy building within it. So obviously it's quite a bit of a risky world because if I do die, the worlds used to be deleted as soon as you died. However, now it's now switched into spectator mode, and I don't know whether or not you can switch it out of it, but I still like to make backups for the world just in case anybody else wants to go into the world and see what's been built. So I'm actually going to be building a few different cities and a few different cool stuff after we've done the end, just so we have the elytra and we can fly about. It's a lot easier, and that's pretty much it. So I hope you guys enjoy. Leave any suggestions in the comments, and please follow if you are interested in the series and obviously the future content that I have to push forward. Obviously this is my first episode and my first YouTube video for this YouTube account, and I hope you enjoy it. We have diamonds. Got a bit of cobble. Been mining for a little bit of time, but I found my first diamonds on the world, and this is definitely going to be needed. I'm going to mine up to, I'm going to mine up 3. Okay, so I needed 2 diamonds to build the enchantment table. I needed 3 for a diamond pickaxe, and then I have 1 spare, which is actually pretty useful, I guess. I could potentially end up getting 3 if I get fortune. Don't exactly have the level to get to level 30 at the moment, but I can worry about that later on. So I'm going to go double check if I need sleep. I'm going to go make the enchantment table, and we're going to see what enchantment we could potentially get on the pickaxe. So I shall see you in a moment. So here we go. We've got the enchantment table put down. I've got my little enchanting area here. The house, which is currently in construction, is there. Got the little kind of, did you call it an orchard? I think that's what you call it. A little tree area. I wanted to have the tree spread out with the purpose of preventing mobs spawning underneath them, or less likely, or at least surviving. So especially if I'm down in the mine, which is this really terrible hut over there. Ignore that. But basically, if I'm down in the mine, I don't want stuff to be spawning, and then when I sleep before I come back up, if they're staying under there like a skelly, because I don't want to risk losing health just from a simple skelly or even a zombie. So yeah, this is going to be like a little, how would I explain it? It's going to be like a ruin-esque. It's going to be kind of spikes, so it's going to have a similar kind of feel to how this looks. That isn't the final product, but it's going to have a very kind of ruined theme. I think that's what this entire place, what I'm going to build is. It's not going to be too much because obviously at the moment the main goal is to actually get to the Nether and to get a blaze rod. That is essentially the main thing what I want. I'm going to go to sleep quickly as well. I have this bed on me. But basically, yeah, I want to go to the Nether just to essentially gain a blaze powder. We already have the enchantment. Not the enchantment. We already have the brewing stand. Okay, so it's time. We already have the brewing stand because we found it in a village, and I was an idiot and I deleted the footage of me essentially building up this world. It wasn't great quality, so I think it's probably for the better of good that I didn't include the quality of it. But essentially this world has all been created, and yeah, coming back to it, we already have brewing stand. I think we have 3 or 4 brewing stands. So we just need the blaze powder, so that we can actually start getting some health regeneration. Obviously we're going to need a gas tier for that. But we can also use the melons, which is another priority on the list. But to also make the glycerin melons, we need more blaze powder. So you can kind of see we have a bit of an issue here, and blazes aren't exactly the friendliest of mobs. So before obviously I will go there, I do want to get enchanted up, and preferably I want to have diamond armour. I'm not wanting to have iron armour one bit going into the Nether. I don't want to risk it. I think that's the one thing what people kind of rush with, especially hardcore worlds. If you die, the world is deleted. That's just simply how it goes, and especially with the extra depth to this one where I've made it. I'm calling it an ultra hardcore. I would assume there's probably other things what have the same UHC on YouTube, but it is essentially another level because not only do I lose the entire world, if I do lose any health, as you kind of guessed, it doesn't regenerate no matter how much food I have. So food is literally just to help me run. Yep. That is the first time I've encountered them, and I do not like that at all because I think they could potentially one-hit me. I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, I'm going to go back down to the mine. I need some more wood. Okay, you guys just stay there. I'm going to steal my wood. Put you here. Boom. You guys, I don't know if you despawned, but yeah, you guys stay there. I'm going to go back down to the mine. I'm going to see if I can find any more diamonds. Hopefully I actually get the level 30, because I didn't show you, but all it is unbreaking. It's nothing interesting what I could potentially get in the diamond pickaxe, but yeah, I'll see you soon, and hopefully with a lot of diamonds. Round 2 of diamonds, so I can currently see 2. Hopefully it is an 8. Yeah, that's not looking very hopeful. Is it only 2? I don't think I've seen 2 before, especially in that pattern. That's a bit of a disappointment. I was thinking that would be a big chunk. Oh well, so 2 more diamonds, and we've got the other one. So hopefully that could potentially be 9 if we get a fortune free. So yes, okay. Hopefully we do get lucky with fortune. If not, silk touch and whatever. Obviously it's quite damaged, but it will still give us what we want. I mean, efficiency 4 is what it is. I think we're just going to have to do with the iron pickaxes. It's quite a simple method, like just constantly keep on enchanting with your iron pickaxe. Okay, so I've just come up from the mine and I'm still in a weird little hut. Really do need to make like a little building, but I added this in just so I can check if anybody's about, or just in case any mobs are spawned or anything. And there's some more pillagers I could hear, and they're just looking right at me like, please leave me alone. I just want to go breed my cows, get to level 30, and there's a fortune 2 pickaxe which I can get. Iron one. You can see I've enchanted all my tools. I did have a chance to get a fortune 2 one as well a bit before, but I thought no, I'll give it a try to get fortune 3, and I have kind of given up. But there are a fair amount of diamonds that I've collected, so I'm just gonna run down here, run down a tunnel. Actually, to be fair, I could come back through some of these and see if there's any ores I've missed on the first few, to try to get to level 30, and then I'll be back when I'm enchanting. Never mind, not even when I'm enchanting. I'll be back when I'm going to be mining up the diamonds, what I've collected. So now I'm back in the mine with my pickaxe, fortune 2. I need to try to remember where all the diamonds are. I think 1 is here. I don't remember seeing any down here. I think the majority of them are down at the end, so I'm sure there's definitely 1 down here. Let's just jump away up to it. And nope, I was wrong. See, this is going to be a bit of a struggle. I shall cut to you when I actually find the diamonds. Nice voice crack, of course. Okay, so here's the first one. I already have 1 diamond, so let's see. I'm going to count how many we mine, and we'll see how many we'll end up with. So I'm just going to hide this, count how many we do, and we'll see if we actually ended up getting a decent amount of fortune. So that's 1. I saw multiple there. That's a good start. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, didn't expect that one. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. I honestly think with this amount we're already going to be able to get a diamond armour, but let's carry on. 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Accidentally mined one of these, but yep, 23. time for people to put in the comments how many diamonds they think. I just spent the last 5 minutes double checking tunnels, but 23 was the total amount that I've mined up using Fortune 2, and I had 1 diamond beforehand, so you've got to remember that and take that in account. Obviously write your guesses before, and let's have a check. I'm thinking maybe 33. I'm hoping for at least 30, so let's have a look. 41. That's good. That's very, very good. So we can get our full sets of diamond sorted. So, to say we actually got a full diamond set of armour and diamond tools and 8 diamonds spare, I would say that was a successful few hours of mining. There was a lot of mining where it didn't lead to any diamonds, but we'll always get a look in the future, and hopefully if we go double check now, we shall see what enchantments we can actually potentially get. And I shall cut to it if we actually get any good ones. You're looking at what I'm looking at right now. So I did all that, and I could have only mined a few of them and got fortune 3 and potentially got more diamonds, but I shouldn't really think about it like that. But I'm definitely going to be enchanting this first. I only need 2 more levels, and then we have a fortune 3 guaranteed. Yeah, unbreaking, that's not really worth it. I don't really think aquafini or anything would be worth it. I haven't even got that. Feather falling would definitely be worth it. Haven't got that. But fire protection will be very useful in the future. So I'm quickly going to go get the levels. I'm going to now have a fortune 3 pickaxe, and we shall see what the rest of the episode takes us. Okay, so here is our first set of diamonds using this pickaxe. I do want to merge these two together because I actually didn't get unbreaking, which is a bit disappointing, but I can get protection for my boots, and I only need 2 levels, whereas it takes 17 levels to merge these two together. So I thought I might as well try get this first, enchant this up, and then I can merge these two together and hopefully it'll be a bit cheaper. But here it is. I think there should be probably, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 maybe. So let's have a look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, 5. And we got 14, so that is an absolute amazing amount. That is pretty much 3 times the amount, bar 1 diamond. But yeah, so I shall see you guys when I find some more diamonds, or when I get level 30, which I'm not too far off, to be honest. Hopefully with these boots that we're about to enchant now, we also get feather falling, because that will be very useful. Let's see. Depth Strider? I'll say Depth Strider. Depth Strider is very useful, especially if we do end up going into the Guardians. Eventually we will get to that point, but the main goal, as you may be aware from whatever animations I've created, Depth Strider is what we've just got, okay? And I've tried to record this about 10 times. I'm just not used to recording myself. But essentially, it's very useful for walking underwater and swimming a lot quicker than you normally would. And obviously, we're not going to be going to the Guardians anytime soon. We've obviously got a lot of other things to prioritise. I'm not too fussed about getting the gold at this current moment in time. I'm more bothered about getting the blaze rod to actually start enchanting to get some rehealables, and then we can start to tackle that before we tackle the end. So let's check what other armor pieces we could end up getting. So blast protection is a very useful one, but I think I'm just going to repair my my diamond pickaxe in the, what do you call it, in the anvil. In the anvil. Can't get my words out. We've got the anvil here. Let's see how many levels. It might be a bit more than it was. Oh, it's only 13. I thought it was 17. Maybe it's 17 this way. Yeah, probably was. I'm going to call it, what do I want to call it? I'm just going to call it Fortune. Fortune 3. So we noticed the Fortune 3 pickaxe. And there we go. So I'm going to go back down, mine up a bit more. We've got loads of diamonds. We can repair stuff. And then hopefully I'm going to enchant this, get blast protection on this. And then see what else I can get on the other diamond tools. I might do some level 1 enchantments, to be fair, to see if I can filter it out so I get something better. I'm also going to build another pair of diamond boots, just in case it pops up saying feather falling on the boots. And I'll get some books about as well, because I've got some leather in one of these chests. I'm not sure which one, but I'm also going to use books just to double check, and we're going to rinse and repeat this process, like I've said, until I get to a comfortable point where I know I'm not going to take too much damage in the Nether. Fire protection will definitely be very, very useful before we actually get any magma cream to make the potion. So yeah, so I got 2 from that, and a beautiful amount, 11 more diamonds. More diamonds. Good old 5. Had 11. Got 12 from that. Cannot complain. Even more diamonds. Another 5. Oh, wait, no, I got 6. So we was on 24. And now we're on 34. So we only got an extra 4. But 34 diamonds to the collection is very nice. So I just got hit by a skelly. I don't know if you can hear it to the right. And I didn't take any damage, which is kind of giving me a bit of hope that my armour is definitely up there. But as you can see, I have been hit. It was a bit unexpected. I was kind of doing what I usually do, where I make like little gaps through any caverns, like so. And a skelly just kind of popped one off. I didn't hear it at all. So yeah, at least I know that my armor's up there, and I didn't actually take my first bit of damage, which is good to know. So, and I'm nearly at level 30, so I'll be able to enchant my helmet or my chest piece. I can't remember which one it was, which had a blast protection, but you shall see me enchanting it any second now. Okay, I may have lied saying that I was going to get to level 30, because I can hear Skelly again, and I'm coming through here, and I spot diamonds, which is obviously the main reason why I'm cutting to this. Okay, no, so no, not in escape, okay. Whew. Hopefully this is a few diamonds. I've got 34 at the moment. Oh, there's a hole there. Not good. Okay. 1. It was literally just a singular diamond. That's good. Good. Oh, what? I got 4 from that one. Okay, I'm not complaining there. I'm lost for words. 4. I thought 3 was the max you could get from it, but apparently 4 is. Time to enchant. I believe it was the legs or the body. Not the body, it was the legs. Blast protection. Let's get that going. Decent. Okay, that's unbreaking now. Protection, perfect. Protection is also perfect. Looting free. Okay, looting free is definitely the way forward, because the sooner we can get wither skulls and potentially do the wither boss. What is the wither skulls? What's oh my brain is completely fried. It's just the wither. That's what it is. It's not the wither boss. It's the wither. Okay. So yeah, the sooner we get all 3 skulls, we can do the wither. It's going to be very risky, but I'd rather do it earlier on, and I do want netherite before I do that. But the thing is, I have all this gold, and I know you need gold to do netherite, but at the same time, I also want gold for golden apples. I do have an enchanted golden apple, which, if you didn't know, you used to be able to make these, and they used to be called notch apples. And the way you'd make these previously would be golden blocks surrounding it, so you'd have 8 golden blocks surrounding an apple, whereas now you can't actually create it yourself, you have to loot it. And luckily, if you can see here, this is where I found it. My spawn was literally only at the other side of there. Came here, found that, found this village, and I found another village. So I was pretty much set from the get-go. I originally planned that I wanted to go to a mushroom biome because I wouldn't have any issues with mobs, which it is smart, but at the same time I don't think it would be worth grinding the distance, and I'd rather not cheat to find a location. I'd rather actually adventure to do it. So maybe in the future, if I do want to, well, if I do keep this world, and obviously if I do survive, which I have hope, the fact that we could have the mushroom biome and it would be safe other than the what do you even call them? The flying flying mobs. I don't know what they're called. But yeah, so I'm gonna potentially. I think the thing is, I think the apples are definitely worth it more at the moment because I haven't got any netherite, of course, and this will definitely help me get to the blazes and survive the blazes. Yeah, so 6 apples. That's plenty of healing. I don't know how long to give you per effect. I think if it's only 10 seconds, 10 seconds of healing should give me a few hearts of health at least. And I'm not sure if you get any extra hearts. Maybe you get 2 extra hearts as well. So that's very useful. I'm going to quickly go breed the... if I can find the bread. I don't know where the bread is, so I'm just going to take some of this. I'm going to breed up the animals. Hopefully I can get another level from breeding these animals. And then we can enchant the looting free sword, which will also be very good because when I kill any mobs I get a chance of getting multiple loot or better loot, and somehow he's escaped. Don't know how. Yeah, it's a very, very random thing. The sheep obviously I don't want to be keeping in here, but at the moment I'm just wanting to get as much XP as I can from this little farm. And yeah, it is a bit cruel, but it is what it is. It works. It gives me some XP. Just got to spam click pretty much. We're nearly at 30 now. The thing is, you just don't know whether or not you've fed them all, and you keep on going through and you end up using more. So there we go, 30. I wasn't sure if I was going to get it then, but we got it. Oh no. Okay, so they're scouting my house, which is so weird because when I saw them before, they were scouting where I was mining. So it's like, I don't know how the pillagers actually work the like the what's it called? The UI? Maybe not the UI. Their intelligence, yeah. Not sure how it works, whether or not they scout like areas that you recently have been in or that you're commonly at. So it's kind of scary. I do want to enchant, but at the same time, I would like to survive, so I'm just going to quickly enchant it. Looting free, unbreaking free. Okay, I can deal with that. I'm not too bothered about damage wise at the second. Let's have a look. Do I risk it? Let's see. Fawns. Respiration. Respiration is useful, but I'd rather have protection, honestly. Depth Strider, not useful. I've already got it. Anything else? Unbreaking. Okay, no. So I'm going to make some more diamond pieces. I'm going to wait for these to despawn, and we shall see what else we can actually get. I do want to make another sword because looting free on its own and unbreaking isn't the best. I do want to have sharpness 5. I don't necessarily need that before I go into the nether, but it'll be very useful. So I'm going to keep my eye out on this little bugger, and I shall see you back in a minute. I've decided to light up the village because there is a few missing villagers from what I can tell, unless they've all just hid away. But I'd rather light them up. But this is a very dangerous thing because I should really have a bucket of water in my opposite hand. Because at any time when I'm planting these, any of this sand could just drop. And I've seen plenty of videos on Reddit of it happening to people. And I really don't want it to happen on a hardcore world, which I've spent quite a lot of time just collecting resources, and I don't have feather falling yet, so yeah, I think I'd definitely die quite quickly. Also, another sign that zombies have been here is these. They're all very damaged, and there's a lot of them that have spawned. So yeah, let's just light it up as much as I can. I'm just recording just in case for the time being, in case I do die and fall. I hope I don't, but you never know. Stuff like that can happen. I'd rather get feather falling before anything bad happens, but what can you do? Okay, now I've just lost my bucket of water. Time to go get some more water. I've managed to find the escapee chicken. I did use its eggs that it had laid previously to try and get a little chicken farm going, but that didn't work. And where is the seeds? I do have a few seeds. I'm going to grab it. Gonna sleep first. Basically, it's hidden in a little Okay, if that works, it works, I guess. Yeah, it's hidden in a little crevice, and I don't know whether or not any mobs might spawn near it, so that's why I'm recording, just in case. You know, you gotta be extra safe in the hardcores. Well, hardcores in particular, but this one, you never know what's gonna happen, so I'm gonna get my shield out. And see, does the Enderman bouncing about? You never know what's gonna happen. So it's down here, I believe. I'm just hoping that this doesn't just collapse everything. Yep, come on. Good chicken. Okay, there we go. Okay, you just land up on top of my little shed. Yep, can you please just leave? Are they meant to die to sunlight? Or is that me just thinking that there's like zombies? I know that may do. Oh, right, that landed very, very close then. I'm trying not to make sure I look at it. I know I'd be able to fight one off, but I really don't want to risk it. Not this early on, anyways. I mean, I guess early on would be the better, but yeah. So if you want to just jump up and yep, to come forward a little bit and no, oh, come on. You will eventually lay some eggs, and I shall be able to collect it, and then I shall eventually be able to recuperate it all. And the entire reason why you want a chicken farm, especially starting early on, is to get feathers, because zombies back in the day used to drop feathers. Obviously I'm not really fighting any zombies unless I found a spawner, which if I do find a spawner will be very useful for XP. I'm not afraid to make a spawner. I think it'd be worth it if I took a few hits in the process. Obviously I can heal up, I've got plenty of that, and you'll get plenty of loot. And if I did find a zombie one, I think I'd probably make it into a drowned, because it would give me more XP for one, and then it would also give me a chance of getting a trident. I just came back to the base. I actually have completely made this entire base in the creative world, so we do have a lot of materials that we need to collect for it, but I'm not going to show you it just yet. It is going to be a little surprise, but it does involve some of the new blocks from the Nether, so I am risking quite a bit building this, and it is a very, very gorgeous house in my opinion. It's going to have a few floors. This is going to be the bedroom, of course, and yeah, it's just going to be a nice little colourful kind of what vibe am I? If anybody has ever played the Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order game, Dathomir is like an island, a planet, which is kind of abandoned. It's got like loads of ruins, and I kind of want to have a similar vibe to this, but have it a bit more magical to an extent. So that might give a bit of a hint. That's why I want it to be nice and bright with certain stuff, so the roof might pop a bit. But yeah, it does mean we're gonna have to adventure in the Nether if we don't actually find the biome which I want. And there's a few biomes that I need to go to get everything as well. So I'm looking forward to doing this. But what I was getting onto, whilst I was distracting myself, I did find some more gold, which I completely forgot I had. So that's more golden apples. I might not have to make them all. I might just leave it as it is, and we can actually use that to make netherite if we do end up going into the Nether anytime soon. I think I'm slowly getting ready and slowly getting a bit more confident with the more golden apples that I get, and this will definitely help protect against certain mobs. I'm not 100% sure what mobs actually deal in the new Nether, because obviously I know protection protects you from everything, which is very useful, and I think the respiration, I think I'm going to pass on that, because this one of these books can give me protection 4, so I could get that on any piece that I want, which would be very good. So hopefully, fingers crossed, protection is all we need. Fire protection obviously would be useful for the blazes, so if I could get some extra diamond armors and get some fire protection going before we actually get any magma cubes and blaze rods, would be very useful just to reduce the amount of damage taken. So I shall cut back either enchanting something or with just a random little clip. And I really do love this cat. Honestly, the first cat that I found, I don't even remember back now if I did have the clip of finding it, but it was the first cat that I found, and it just resembles me so much. And I do really like these cats in real life. I'm pretty sure it's a snowball cat. I mean, it's not as fluffy as a snowball cat is, but snowballs can have they have bright blue eyes, and there's this one that I've seen a few times on Google, and one of them has a green eye as well as a blue eye, which is very cool. Obviously, I do have odd eyes, if you cannot tell by my character. One of them is more green and one of them is more brown. I would say it's more hazel than green, but you can see it definitely in sunlight, and I do have different coloured eyes, so it matches me. I do not have a name for my cat. If anybody has any suggestions, I said that very quick. If anybody does have any suggestions, please leave a comment. It'd be very useful for me to get a grasp of how this whole YouTube shenanigans work. Just kind of interacting with you guys, and any suggestions on what you would like me to actually build, because obviously you can just do a hardcore or ultra hardcore what I'm doing now and not have any aspirations or goals to build, but I really do want to create a really nice world here. I did have another main world which I was going to do on YouTube, but I thought this will stand out a bit because not everybody does hardcore worlds. I mean, there's a few people do it, but I've seen a lot of people who are kind of more on the noob side, which isn't a bad thing. But I'm definitely more of an experienced Minecraft player. I've been playing it pretty much since the alpha or beta, back when you actually had to play. Well, you had a preview on the website, the Minecraft.net, and you could play like a little sandbox version of it, which was very cool. So I've been playing it for a solid 10 years, I'd say. So yeah, I've gained some experience, so I'm pretty confident with it. I know what I'm doing. The only thing what I'm not confident in is the Nether, because I've seen a few updates about it, watched a few videos on it, but I've not actually been in it, not even on my normal world, so it's going to be a bit of a challenge. I know piglins may attack me, so I'm going to have to take gold to bait them out. I know that much. Hoglins, they're probably the biggest fear, because I know they deal so much damage, so that's why I'm kind of wanting to get protected up, just in case I encounter them. Other than that, plenty of Endermen. We need Endermans for Ender Pearls to get to the end, of course. Ender Dragon, I think, shouldn't be too much of an issue. The only issue that I might have is taking fall damage, because I'm going to be using quite a lot of Ender Pearls. Whilst I'm there, I'll just take off my armor so you can look at my little beautiful skin. Yeah, so I'm pretty much going to be using a lot of Ender Pearls going into the end to get up to the top and destroying the cages. Obviously I can build up, but I think probably the best way to go about it is to get a rabbit foot from one of these rabbits which is scouring about. I don't know if there's any, but you can see maybe one in the distance. And then you have a potion of slow falling, I believe that's what it's called, and essentially that will prevent me taking any fall damage if I do get knocked away, and it'll slowly glide me down, kind of like I have an elytra. So that'll be very useful, and hopefully that will help me save my life, but it could go terribly wrong and I could end up getting knocked off the edge. So fingers crossed, the Ender Dragon shouldn't be too bad. I do actually want to have I shall sleep very quickly. I do actually want to have my beacon before I go there, because I think that could be very useful, but I don't know how long it'd take to place the blocks for the beacon, and it'd also destroy the blocks, so might not be the best idea. But yeah, I guess we'll see as in the as the episodes go on. I would assume this is still the first episode. I do want to get my complete set before we actually go into the Nether, so I think the Nether shall be the next update. That's why I'm kind of rushing along things. There's probably not that much content to look at, just because I want to get everything done, because everyone's seen this, everyone's grinded out to get your diamonds, to get your levels. Obviously I don't have an XP farm yet, I haven't spotted any spawners, so hopefully in the near future we shall be done with this and we can jump into the Nether and explore it together. So, I just enchanted the helmet because I thought, you know what, respiration free, I'll just take it. And I got the fire protection 4 as well, so that was very useful for the Nether. I'm going to end off this episode here. We've got a lot achieved, and I'm honestly going to be surprised if anybody's watched all the way through, because I wasn't expecting this to be a 40-minute long video for my first video. But we're doing some villager trading here. I've just sped it up just because we wanted to get some XP and I had plenty of coal. And we also got some few diamond pieces. We enchanted the rest of armour. So in episode 2 it's going to be a bit more fun. It's not going to be me just repeatedly getting diamonds. We're actually going to be going into the Nether. We're going to be exploring and we're going to actually see what this new update is about. If you did enjoy it and if you have any suggestions, please just leave it in the comments. And the new video should be up within the next few days. I've already recorded all of it, so no spoilers, but we are still alive. So hopefully I can get around to editing it. It feels a bit weird listening to myself all the time, but hopefully you guys do appreciate the content and the hours what I've put into this one episode. It's probably a few days worth of content here, so hopefully you enjoy it, and I shall see you in another episode.